welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at Google Slides using text boxes and shapes. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the text boxes. Now that tool is right up here on your toolbar. You just click that and then you're going to draw your text box in. However, this is a little different from Microsoft products. When you draw your text box in, it does not keep its shape. Now it will keep its length, but it won't keep its size. It'll shrink itself down to one line's width. So if you do want a wider text box, all you do is hit enter, 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 and then you've got a nice big text box that you can color. So a little trick around there. Now on text boxes, let's put some text in here so we can see. And we're gonna, so you can use the alignment tool to center everything, or center it vertically or center it horizontally, and that'll put it in the middle of the line. Now these text boxes work a little bit wonky. If you want it centered, you got to hit the enter button, kind of do it the old-fashioned way, and use your ruler on the side if you want to get it exactly in the middle. You can give your text boxes fill color right up here with the paint can, so you can click on a color and it will fill the background. You can also give it a frame by giving it a border color. So I'm just going to give this one a simple black border color, and you can see now there's a black outline around that text box. If I want it to be a thicker border, I am going to just increase the weight of that a little bit, and there I have a nice thick border on my text box. So you've got a lot of options. You can also change your fonts here and your font size right here. Just highlight your text and plus and minus, or change your font here. You can also highlight by highlighting the words and then hitting that highlight tool, and then that letter will be highlighted. You can underline, italicize, and bold. I keep clicking off of it. Bold, italicize, and underline. And you can also turn words inside of a text box into a link by highlighting what you want to be clickable and then pasting in your web link here. So it's pretty easy. That's the little insert link button right here. All right, now that you've seen most of what you can do with the text box, let's take a look at the shapes. The shapes work a lot like a text box, and they're so much fun. So you have all of these main shapes up top, different categories here underneath. So you can click on one of those and draw it in. This time it's going to retain its shape as you draw it. So if you draw it huge, it's going to stay huge. If you draw it small, it's going to stay small. So those are nice. Now, in order to get the text box, in order to insert text, you're just going to right click and select Edit Text, and it will give you your cursor inside of your text box, and then you can type. Now, it works the same way as a text box. You can use that paint can to change the background color, and you can highlight those letters and change the color of the font much the same way. You can do the border colors and the border width. So pretty much works just like a text box, only it's in the shapes. Only it's in one of the shapes that you've chosen. So the shapes have a lot of uses. There's all different kinds, triangles. There's a nice, I like this square one that is like a window frame, because what you can do is put a picture inside of there, and it's really kind of cool. So I'm going to select that text box again and edit text. Now this is going to be a little different because your text is inside that frame, but it looks like a picture frame. I like that one. Let's go look at some of the other shapes. You've got arrows. Well, let's go look at some of these other shapes. You've got a donut. You've got a no symbol. So if you want to make a little sign, let's say for your classroom, you can insert that and then right click it and edit text, and you can type in what you want to be. No eating. There we go. And I can, whoops, highlight that, and I can bold it, and I can make it bigger. Oops. You only have so many before it will go down on the second line. So just remember that. This doesn't work exactly like a text box. There we go. Make it nice and big. No eating. All right, so a lot of fun there. Oh, I meant to fill it with red because no signs are usually filled with red. So there's my no eating sign. Let's see what other shapes are in the main one. You've got hearts and smiley faces and thunderbolts and suns and moons and clouds. The clouds are great for text boxes, but you also have diamonds and different geography shapes and banners. I love these banners down at the bottom. So you can put in a banner and give it a lot of width and add your text. Sometimes double clicking on them will work. All right. Let's go look at the arrows now. The arrows are a lot of fun. I'm going to select all and hit the delete button and start again. So we're going to insert some shapes and we're going to go to arrows this time. So the arrows work the same way. You can draw them fat and thick or long and skinny. And you double click and you can type inside the arrows as well. Now this orange button determines the head of the arrow. So if you take that orange diamond, you can just reshape the head of the arrow. Same thing here with this. You can make it a little thicker or a little thinner by using this diamond. So it just gives you some options. Let's go look at some of the other arrows. You've got up and down arrows, left turn, right turn, double turn, and then you've got some chevron type arrows. You've got the four-way arrow, which is fun. And you've got the block arrows right here are a lot of fun. So you can type in text in here. You have a block arrow to it. Again, you can change the width of that head. You can change the width of your arrow tip. And you can resize your boxes using those diamonds. So you might want to play around with them. It just gives them a little different feel. So you can totally customize the shapes of them. A lot of fun. All right, the next shape is the callouts. Now this is where you're going to want to, I've seen kids make comics and they use these callouts right here. So you've got regular text comments of people talking or the thought bubble right here with the cloud shaped, but you also have some fun banners and scrolls and some other star shapes. You got all the star shapes here. So you can insert those, hit inside of those. Let's look at some more. Insert a four-pointed diamond and type inside of that, but you don't have very much typing within that one. I just like these callouts because you can take that arrow and like angle it right where you want it and really give it some good, really make some good comics with these callout buttons. All right, the last one is the equations. There's not a lot to pick from, but the basic math equations are here along with the brackets on the end, so you can add those in. And they're just fun. And you can also color all of this stuff you can color. Whoops. And you can add text to it. So lots of fun with text boxes and shapes. You can also click on each one of these. You can also click on each one of these and insert an animation on your text boxes. So this is how I've seen students do comics, is they will have them come in on click, fly in from the top, fly in from the bottom, whatever, or appear and disappear on click, so that as the student's presenting the comic, the thought bubble or the text box bubble will pop up and then disappear, and it really moves you through just like a comic strip. So there's a lot of options there. You can also delete your animation right here. We're using the trash can. or you can change from on click to after previous and with previous. This will give you seamless timing on your slide for all of the animations to continuously go. You can also slow it down, speed it up, or add a second animation. So you can fade out. And I'm going to leave that on click. So when I play that, it fades out. So it's kind of cool. All right, that's about it. So thank you for stopping by, and have fun with your new text boxes and shapes. I love those shapes. And we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.